welcome back to another interview here on Toned In Entertainment. Today we are here at Lift Up Your Voice and Fight Part 2. This is our shot, and I'm joined by none other than Sahara Seven.
Woohoo!
How are you doing?
I'm good. Namaste, everyone. I am doing great. How are you?
I'm great. You have a lot of energy.
I don't know where it comes from. And maybe it's like godly or something, but it just like when I'm about to like wrestle or I'm about to compete, I just get this burst of energy, and I'm just like, oh my god, let's go. And maybe it's the adrenaline. I don't know. I try to like hide it sometimes.
Well, you're not doing a good job at hiding it because you are a little burst of energy just flaming through this entire CrossFit arena.
Oh, thank you. I'm just like, pew. I don't know. Now,
you do have a big match here with the Woe tonight.
Oh, my girl. Yes, I'm so excited. I said a little bit before, but this is like my sister. I've known her since like the second year in the business that I ever started. She's really pushed me to become great, and we push each other to become great. We've always been connected. First, when I came into the wrestling scene, there wasn't that many girls in my area where I was coming up at, and I had to make friends outside of my area. She lived all the way in Georgia area, and I was like, I lived in Virginia at the time, so I was like, dang, that's a long drive. But I made this community of like girlfriends that are in the business, that are, workers themselves, that really push each other and lift each other up. So she is one of those, and I'm grateful for her, and I'm really looking forward to, what we can accomplish tonight, and just like bringing the fans some good entertainment. And it's just like, it's been a long time coming. We've been talking about wrestling each other for years, and it's finally happening, and it's happening on Juneteenth, and it's just like, we are just over the moon with everything right now. So shout out to her, shout out to the Woad. That's my girl. I love her so much, but I'm still gonna beat her butt.
Yeah, I love the love between you two, and I can't wait to see you just throw it down in the ring.
Oh, absolutely. You hit your friends harder, right? Like they always say, you hit your friends harder, you can take that fumble, you can take that fall, because your friends get back up and they hit you hard, and they make you get back up harder. Keep knocking you down, you get back up. Now that doesn't mean they should bring you down, but they definitely should knock you down in wrestling, just so you can get back up and get stronger, because you can't let anybody else on the streets do that to you. They're preparing you for life, and they're preparing you for these challenges you face, and I'm just grateful that I have friends that are like that.
Okay. Now, I did see you at a show a couple weeks ago. You were at Ignite.
Woo!
You were in a tag team match.
Yeah.
You teamed with Renee Michelle.
That's my best friend!
That's your best friend?
Yeah,
okay.
My best friend in the whole wide world.
Okay, well, I did get to see you live. That time you wrestled 2 matches. You did make it to the finals of the tag team title match. And, since I've been seeing you at these independent shows, and I cover mostly independent wrestling here on the channel, I like to ask this question: why is it important for people who aren't going to their local independent shows to go to them? To actually physically be there.
You get a chance to see the talent before they hit the screen, the big screen, and they become household names. You get to get in on the ground floor and see us for what we really are, and see us as people, not just someone you see on TV. Also, you get to see the stuff that you don't see on TV. Like, you get to see like intergender is happening a lot, on the indies, and that's hot, because I'm not gonna lie to you, my beginning of my career was straight intergender. And I love it. I loved it. And it's like a lot of that time you're not gonna see that on TV. They might touch on it here and there, but you won't see it on TV. So it's really really incredible to see some of these girls pushing the limits, trying to hang with the guys, It's really important for you to see that firsthand. And it's also important so you can support your local talent, because honestly, your local talent wouldn't be where they are without the fans. And I feel like since the pandemic happened, fans haven't been into shows, and we're slowly opening it back up. We're slowly getting back to where it was. But I really feel like fans are a really big part of that. Like, they are a really big part of that, and they push push the talent. So it's important, if you support a local talent, you see a local talent you like, and they're at an indie show that you're around, go support them, go push them to the moon, because we really feed off that energy. So that's why it's important. It's important for us because we feed off your energy. We feed off the fans' energy. We feed off of that. Yeah, we hype ourselves up, but sometimes ourselves is just not enough. We need some extra, and the fans actually give that. So it's important because as much as people hate to say it, they want to be involved. They want to feel a part of the process, and what better way to feel involved is than to go support and be a part. And when you see your favorite indie guy on the TV, or indie girl on the TV, you're like, hey, I remember I got in on the ground floor of that. Now she's here, now they're here, and like, I'm supporting that. I've been here from the beginning. It makes you feel good. Same way it makes me feel good when, like, my favorite music artists, I get into them when they're underground, like, unsigned, or they're not, blowing up, and then they blow up. I'm like, I was there for that when you was making mixtapes in your basement, you know, and you're like, I was there for that when she was wrestling at, you know, this show all the way out in Sanford, you know. I was there when she was wrestling at this show in Orlando, you know. Just really important.
Right. Now, coming to your local independent show is very important. I'm going to have you hold the mic just a little closer. But specifically today, this is a very important event that Marquis Carter is putting on.
Oh,
this is
him.
our shot. Yes. Oh.
That's my brother. I've known him since childhood.
Marquis is from childhood.
Yeah, so
okay.
his dad was actually my youth pastor coming up in... This is so embarrassing.
Oh.
Coming up, where he was his dad was my youth pastor, and I was one of the kids. I'm not gonna say I was a spawn of Satan, but I was a hard-headed little girl. I wanted to fight the boys. I'm pretty sure I tried to fight Marquis multiple times. Who would have known that later on down the road, both of us would be wrestlers? Whee! But yeah, no, I was one of those girls that was, I could do anything boys can do, da-da-da. And Marquis was one of those guys that was like, I'm gonna knock you down because I'm gonna treat you like a little sister. I'm gonna keep, you know. And our families always were tight. You know, we were church kids.
Okay.
So can't believe it now because I'm like completely opposite, but we were church kids growing up, and you know, we have that love, and I have that love for him like a brother, and I have the love for his whole family. So. Okay.
Now you've done intergender matches. Have you ever gotten in the ring with Marquis Carter?
No, but I really would like to kick his butt.
I would like to see that.
I would. Where is he? Marquis,
right there.
I'd like to kick your butt in the ring one day.
Listen here, Queen.
Uh-oh.
You ain't gonna kick nobody's butt because we all bow down to the Queen incarnate.
See?
We all bow down to the. Oh, this is now a task force takeover.
Oh my God.
Y'all know what time it is,
God,
baby.
here they go.
Yeah.
Oh, no, do you have a shirt to put over my head?
No.
this time?
No. This about the Queen right now.
That's about the Queen.
I
This about the
love them.
Queen right now.
Oh, look at
I
look
love
at
them.
that.
Suck, y'all
I love
see
them.
it?
I love them.
Y'all
All right.
see? Yep. I'm making you work the editing now, baby.
Every time. I'm so sorry.
No.
All right, I gotta go.
You guys
All hail
got
the
a big
Queen.
match.
All
All
hail
hail
the
the
Queen.
Queen.
Yep.
Sahara
I love
Seven.
them so much.
It's so great. It's
I
so
love them
great.
so much. They make me
They are
blush.
amazing. They are the best. Oh wait, I was supposed to go when he went, wasn't I?
It's okay. I still love you though.
I'm not going to tell if you don't tell.
Okay. All right. He's gone. I don't know.
Bye, Mikey Spandex.
Bye. I love you.
Well, I've been snuggled and I've been kissed here today. I can feel the love here in Sanford, Florida. I don't know what it is.
I love them. I just love everyone. I do. I honestly love everyone, and I try to be there and support everyone. And I don't know, indie wrestling is just so great because you get to love and support everyone that you know, and you see. It's just amazing. I'm sorry, I just threw you off your question.
No,
I'm so sorry.
I never have questions.
I'm just like,
we just make it up as we go here.
I'm just like, I'm just so.
Do you see my list of questions right here? No.
Like I'm
we
trying
have
to throw you
no
off here. I'm
questions.
like, I'm sorry. I'm just a lovely person, naturally.
Nah, I can feel the love. Everybody's feeling the love here today.
As evil as I look sometimes in the ring, I am actually a really gentle person, and I really want to see. I shouldn't say gentle because I'm not really gentle, but I'm a gentle-hearted person because I always want to see everyone around me actually excel. You know, good people should excel. Just good people should excel.
I agree 100%. Good people put in the good time and the hard work. Why not?
Yeah, and just pure heart and actually do things from the bottom of their heart. Leave it all out on the mat. They should be the ones to excel.
Right. Okay.
Should be the ones to excel. Absolutely. I don't care who doesn't like what I just said. If you don't care, if you're not a good person, then that
Hit
doesn't
the
apply
door,
to you.
right? Hit the door.
That doesn't apply to you.
Yeah.
But if you are a good-hearted person and you are working your butt off, you're gonna excel. It's not you should excel, you're gonna excel.
Yeah, it's the good people that watch these videos and they go about their day, but it's that one random person who leaves that comment in the bottom.
They can suck some eggs. That's how I feel.
There you go.
You can suck some eggs. I really can't care less.
I like that.
I could care less. You can suck some eggs.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Now, Sahara, are you from Egypt?
Yeah, so my family lineage is actually from Alexandria, which is 30 minutes outside of Cairo, Egypt, which is the capital of Egypt. And my lineage dates back to Queen Nefertiti and actually Cleopatra. So this is not a gimmick. This is really me. It runs through my bloodline. I actually have the tattoo on my arm. That's my mom's face.
Oh, wow, very nice.
Yeah, and it's the continent of Africa, so.
Oh, wow, okay,
Yeah.
very nice.
So that's my mom's face in the continent of Africa, so I keep it with me and I go everywhere with it. So I carry this as a badge of honor, never a gimmick to me. It's more of a badge of honor.
Very nice.
So.
Now, I've never been to Egypt. I would love to go. What are some of the things that you would recommend we would do besides the typical pyramids?
Besides the pyramids.
Is there
and
anything
everything
else
like that?
that we should
go see I always suggest people go to Alexandria and go to like places outside. There's actually a what is it? I can't remember the name of it right now. I can't remember. I can't remember for the life of me, but there is a festival. I can't remember from like the life of me right now. If you're around, it happens every year, but it's like literally the festival of Egypt, and they literally parade through the streets everything culturally about Egypt from the time like way back when BC to the time now, and it's like a big parade throughout the streets, and it's just so beautiful. So I always suggest if you're around that time, it's usually around like April, May, and it's really beautiful. I also suggest that you go down to the Nile. I mean, a lot of people don't think about that, but go down to the Nile and just take it all in, like look at it, because that is a thing of like beauty. If you can, like I would say, you know, of course go to the pyramids, do that, go see the Sphinx and all that, but also go try to find some like local archaeological digs like by students and things like that, because there's also like really like great findings that they're finding, and not just like back in the day where they had like the English come over and do their archaeological digs and take these things back and put them in, you know, museums across the world, but they're actually like in Egypt right now, they're actually doing excavations and things like that on their own turf, unearthing things, you know, for their own heritage and culture, and like preserving them for the heritage and for the culture, and for people to come visit in Egypt, not at a Smithsonian in DC, or you know what I'm saying, like
keep it like to the people.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, not just to the people, but you get students that actually live there, you know, and studied. You know, I always said that you know, if I had the free time to go back, I would definitely become, you know, an Egyptologist. Because that is one of the things that I find, like my heritage, I find so like interesting. Not just the fact that, you know, I'm black, but just the fact that, you know, I literally have roots in Africa and I want to explore them. I was watching a thing, so I watch Egyptian news sometime. They just unearthed like one of the biggest mummified cats last year, and it was believed to be an actual lion cub.
Okay.
So usually people take cats and they like mummify them and put them in tombs as a protector and a spiritual guider to the afterlife, and like because cats are considered royalty and they're considered like godly figures. So literally they just dug up the largest cat mummified bones in a random tomb, an unmarked grave, an unmarked tomb in Egypt, and it was tested and they found out that it was a lion cub.
Okay.
Someone was actually wealthy enough to have their family bury them with a lion cub as their protector to the afterlife. So like either they were really wealthy or they were of royalty or dignitary, and they were wealthy enough to get a lion cub. Not saying that you should sacrifice lion cubs, that's not what I'm saying.
No, not at all.
I'm just saying in our heritage, it was a thing back in the day to send your loved one on in the afterlife with a protector and a guardian, which was a cat.
Okay.
So bigger the cat, the more royal, the more, you know, diplomatic you were.
Right. Okay. It's part of history. And
Yeah,
you know,
it's not a thing that we do now.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, I'm not saying you go to Egypt and people are sacrificing cats.
No.
That is not it.
No,
that was just back in the
from
day.
Past.
Yeah,
you
back
can't
in the
forget
day.
the past.
Yeah,
you know,
now we treat animals, we treat cats more, you know, better than we treat humans sometimes.
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
Yes.
I don't own a cat, I own a dog. I know that's against all my bloodline rules, but I own a dog. I own a pit bull. I'm a pit bull mom.
Hey, it's 2021. You're allowed to do whatever you want.
I am a pit bull mom.
Yes. Now, is there like a traditional or a favorite Egyptian dish that you like?
I'm trying to think if I have a favorite one. Don't really have a favorite one. I can't remember the name of it right now. Like it's made from chickpeas, but it's chickpeas, stewed chicken, and vegetables like lentils, like beans, and you eat it with a piece of naan bread, which is like flourless bread, and you scoop it. You don't have utensils. You use your hands, and you literally like scoop it. It's made in a clay pot for hours. So like normally, if you see it being cooked, it's usually for a holiday. It's not for a everyday dish, because whose mom has the time to pull out a heavy clay pot and cook on an open fire? Unless you have an outdoor fire pit or something like that where you can sit the clay pot on, more power to you, girl. But my mama said no.
And you can't just throw that in the dishwasher when you're done.
No, you have to scrub it, and literally the way they clean it is actually a process in itself, you know. They bless it, they like scrub it out, you know, they let it, you know, after they wash it out, they let it bake in the sun, and like the clay returns back to like, you know, a hardened like form, and then it's just easy, like after that you just reuse it.
Okay.
So,
Well,
I don't know.
I am learning a lot today, and that's absolutely what I love to do, is learn something new, and I'm definitely learning a lot here with this
I wish I knew
interview.
the name of it. I'm like so space brained right now. I'm like, ooh.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, anybody that really wants to find out, you can Google it your friend.
Yeah,
It'll give you the
Google's your
answer.
friend.
It is, right?
My mom's your friend. If you want to know the actual recipe, my mom's your friend. She's on Facebook.
She's on Facebook.
Mama Seven. But she's your friend. She'll tell you how to make it. I am not privileged to make it, but I can eat it.
There you go. That's all that's important. That's all I do, too. I can't tell you how to make a traditional Italian dish, but when Mama makes it,
Exactly.
woo,
I can eat it, right? I can eat
speaking
it.
of it, I have to go by my mama's house on the way home. No.
I mean, yes, you gotta tell your mama. And also, it's about to be Father's Day weekend, so you gotta, you know, say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Of course.
I love my dad to death. You know, he served in the military, Navy, you know.
Okay.
So, Happy Father's Day to him, too. He don't really cook that often, but he can grill.
Was that your dad here?
No.
No. I saw somebody here taking pictures in the back.
Oh, that was Marquis's dad.
Oh, that was Marquis's
Yeah,
dad.
that was
Okay.
Marquis's
I did
dad.
see a fatherly figure around
Yep,
here, and I wasn't
that's
sure.
Reverend Carter. That's Marquis's dad. That's,
Okay, so that's why I
my
could go
youth
get the
pastor.
dirt from you on
yeah,
as well.
that used to be my youth pastor.
Okay.
So he's like my dad. Yeah,
Okay.
he's like my dad.
Okay. Now, Sahara, who were some of your inspirations to get into professional wrestling? Because I don't think we talked any wrestling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. That's what it's all
My
about here.
inspirations in wrestling were simply Lisa Marie Barron, Victoria. She's like my top.
Victoria.
And, yes, Victoria. I actually wrestled her and was given the blessing as the Widow Peak as my finisher.
Okay.
I love her to death. Miss Jackie. What? Miss Jackie doing her thing, being the first ever woman to be a cruiserweight, like, and win the title. She did leaps and bounds for my career. Met her at WrestleCon. We talked, and she was just so inspiring. Jazz, I love Jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm just naming off women, but I do have some men too. But these three women really inspired me in my life, and have like my wrestling career has come full circle by meeting each one of them. So it really just like made my career, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As far as men, I gotta give a shout out to my wrestling dad, C.W. Anderson.
Oh, okay.
One of my trainers. I love him to death. Ron Simmons. Love Ron Simmons. And of course, drum roll please, the bad guy, Scott Hall, Razor Ramon. Yes, with the toothpick.
Oh.
I've always wanted to be that freaking cool, and I think I finally achieved it, except for when I opened my mouth.
If anybody's running a close second to being cool as Scott Hall, it's Sahara 7.
Thank you. I tried.
Have you ever got to meet Scott Hall?
I did. I actually cried like a baby in front of him because I thought I missed his photo op when I was at a WrestleCade, and this was like 2000. I want to say 17. And I was at my own table signing, and I missed like his signing time, and like all they had left was his standees still standing. I started crying. I took pictures with the standees, and I was like, okay, now I have to go get ready for my match. I ran to the back and like started getting dressed, and he comes in the back and he's like, I'm looking for a Miss Seven. And one of my good friends at the time had saw him like in the locker room and was like, hey, my friend really adores you. She didn't get to take a picture with you. She wanted to come get in your line and get an autograph picture and all this and stuff. And so he basically told him I was in the locker room, and I was upset. And he came in and he's like, you're the girl I've been looking for. I literally busted out in tears like a big baby and was like, oh my God, it's you! And like cried and like really, really hard. And he gave me a hug. We took a picture. It's on my Instagram, Facebook. I plastered it everywhere, just like my pictures of Victoria, Jazz, and Jackie. I have them plastered everywhere. And Ron Simmons plastered everywhere on my social media because those are my heroes.
Yeah.
Those are my heroes. And they actually turned out to be really good people when I met them. So it made me, want to be a good person when little kids meet me, because I could be somebody's Jackie, I could be somebody's Jazz, I could be somebody's Victoria, somebody's Razor Ramon, somebody's Ron Simmons. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but when it happens, it happens.
Right.
I'll be prepared.
Right.
For a girl to come up running up to me crying, I'll be like, me too, and I'll just start crying. Because I'm a nerd.
We're all nerds here. It's all good. Because that's the worst thing you ever want to do is like meet your hero and then
And then they're like a dick.
Right.
Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying I've seen it
yeah,
happen
you've
to
seen
some
it
of my
happen.
friends, and I just feel so bad
Right.
because none of my like heroes when I met them were it to
Right,
me. So
okay.
I was like, dang, that must suck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, my hero was always Sting. I got to meet Sting, and
Sting is adorable. I
Right?
love him.
I love him
So
too.
sweet. He reminds me of someone like a guidance counselor. I'm not trying to be funny, like a guidance counselor. He means all the best for you, like, and he's so sweet and he gives you good guidance. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I met him at like a like a SuperCon or whatever like that, and like I'm not one to pay for pictures and autographs. I'm sorry, I'm not paying $80. But for Sting, guess what?
Yeah, it's
I
worth
paid
it.
the money. I'm like, if I don't meet my hero, like. You know, and I've got to meet Scott Hall too, and he's just like
He's so cool.
If you guys have not met Scott Hall, he is Scott Hall
He's
when you meet
freaking
him, right?
cool.
He's just like, hey,
Yeah, he's like,
how
hey,
can
and
I
like-
sign this too?
He's like, when he came up to me, he's like, so you're the girl I'm looking for. I was like, yes! Ah! Just crying my eyes out. I was like, oh, he's everything I wanted and more. Like,
Okay.
that was just all I wanted. Was to
Scott
meet
Hall.
the cool guy, like,
Right.
the bad guy,
The
Scott
bad
Hall. He was the guy. And when I met Ron Simmons, I literally was like, ah!
It's Ron Simmons.
like bowing, like, ah, you're so great. I don't deserve it. And he was like, girl, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's
I was like, I'm sorry, I just love you so much. Yeah, I'm a weirdo.
no, I'm sure they get that all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, that means that they're still relevant. You know, a lot of guys I saw at certain places, people don't remember who they are. I'm sure it just makes their day when they have super fans and
Yeah,
even
definitely.
wrestlers who look up to them nowadays.
Absolutely, man. I love him to death. Ron Simmons is that guy. He like paved the way for a lot of us. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Anytime I see him, I'm just like, ah, not worthy. Oh.
Now, I grew up during when Ron Simmons was wrestling, back in the WCW days, and I remember him defeating Big Van Vader for that title.
For the title, and I'm like,
Yes.
we're not worthy. Like you are it. We are not worthy.
Yes. And if you go back and watch that match now, like wrestling, you still get your pops and stuff, but the pop in that crowd,
Yes.
I mean, it's just unlike anything you pretty much ever heard.
Exactly. Just like unreal, surreal. I love it. I love Ron Simmons.
Yeah.
Love Ron Simmons. I love everyone that I mentioned, but I love Ron Simmons too because as a black woman, it means a lot to me to see, people from my heritage and my ethnicity excel, when back in the day it was not, it was not a common thing. There were still people who were filled with ignorance and hate back in that day, and it's just so like just refreshing to see,
Right.
And now look at where we come, and it's like a whole different world,
Right.
and I'm just so thankful for it.
Because I feel like even when I was growing up, like it was hard for black men to break through, let alone black women.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty much impossible or not
Right.
even heard of. And
Right.
now 2021,
It's black women, black men, everyone's everywhere.
everyone's got an opportunity
Yeah,
to break
wrestling
through.
is for everyone.
Yeah.
And if you don't like what I just said, suck an egg.
Grab that egg.
Suck it.
Doesn't matter where you take it from the carton.
Suck
Grab it.
Suck it.
Now, Sahara, when you're not wrestling, when you're not training, what are some of the things you like to do for fun in your free time?
In my free time, well, I don't really have a lot because I'm a nurse.
Oh, you're a nurse?
Yeah,
Oh, well, thank you
nurse.
for all your work
Oh,
in
thanks.
2020. I mean, we do owe your field we can never pay back the gratitude for the sacrifices you've put on the front line in 2020 to 2021.
Thank you. So when I am free, I like to play with my dog, Katie, spend time with my friends if I can, or my loved ones. I'm usually just like watching wrestling, cooking, cleaning. Whatever I can't do during the week, I'm doing like on my off days, wrestling, training. Like that's considered fun to me. So that's pretty much it. Like that's what I do.
Okay.
I'm a big kind of like girl's girl. Like I'll go hang out with my girlfriends if I have spare time, or I'll hang out with my mom or my sister, something. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I just kind of like do whatever feels natural to me.
Hey, that's all you can do. Hey, you do what's fun, you do what you like, and very cool. Now, is there anything else coming in the future that we should know about?
Just keep an eye out for me. Like I'm here living in Orlando, so I'm always around Florida. I'm always featured on Shine, WWN Shine. I'm always featured on a lot of places like reality wrestling. A lot of places I've been, Eclipse Wrestling, MCW, you know, just I'm everywhere. I just don't stop. I'm going back to Japan soon, hopefully.
Very cool.
I did my tour in Marvelous, and that's my family, and I can't wait to get back to them. When the world heals and everything opens back up, I'm ready to go back. I'm definitely trying to get to Mexico. I'm trying to kick some butt in Mexico. You know, I'm looking to get at Fabi Apache. She's the it girl for me in AAA and lucha wrestling in general in Mexico. I look up to her. I think she's a great beacon of like women in that area. So I'm dying to get to Mexico and just get my chance with her. Chomping at the bit, honey.
There you go. Sahara 7, you're just ready to stamp that passport and kick some butt along the way.
Absolutely. I'm just going to keep being international. I've done UK, I've done everything, like done Canada, here, Japan. I'm just keep going. Wales. I'm going to keep going.
Let's keep going. I like it.
And, I'm going to do here and then fly out somewhere else, Germany maybe, something. I don't know. Wherever like my passport will take me, and I'll go.
The sky is the limit for Sahara 7.
Yes.
Sahara, where can people look you up at?
You can find me on Instagram at Sahara, spell it out, and then THE, the number 7, TH, Sahara the 7th, or on Twitter at Sahara_007. And then also Facebook, Sahara 7. I also have merch and stuff like that, so you can find my merch links on there.
Okay.
That's about it.
Let's get that merch. What kind of merch do you have out there?
T-shirts, 8x10s, keychains, bracelets, sashes, like everything. I have a lot.
Everything.
A lot. Stickers. I was gonna say I have a lot of stuff.
Get your merch.
Get your merch.
Get your merch. Support
Get your
the
merch
wrestlers.
and be a savage like me.
There you go. Be a savage like Sahara 7. Well, Sahara, thank you so much. You are our last interview of the night because I'm ready to pack up my equipment so I could get a seat to watch you and the Woad go toe to toe, butt to butt, face to face, fist to fist, or whatever it takes you. I cannot wait.
I don't know.
You guys are gonna make it happen. Yeah. I'm gonna sit back and watch.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you so much, Sahara 7.
Everybody.
Guys, if you like interviews like this with Sahara 7, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos. Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.